Hey, Mr. Metzger, you're early. Whoa. Hang on, my audio's too loud here. It's gonna get feedback right now. There we go. Okay. So, something went south while recovering the other day. I cannot recover unless I have bandages and medicine. So, I need both. And I don't have medicine, so I have to find it. I have to make it. See, it says bandages and pain meds. I know, right? So I said. I thought I just had to reach the 120-hour mark, but I'm here already, so it won't go any further. I need the medicine. It's okay though. All I have to do is get rose hips and brew them into a tea. I only have one left. Do you need several? I only need one left. But my problem is rose hips aren't easy to find, and I have to run around while injured finding him. So this could go south. I'll probably be fine, but I think I'm okay. There we go. Okay. Hmm? Rose hips don't respawn. They do, but it takes several days. Oh, hang on. Sorry. My girlfriend just got to work. She said one of her senior, someone from her job got pulled over. There we go. Oh no, it's okay. He'll be fine. It's a highway patrol, which is basically just a regular cop. Pretty sure he was speeding. It's always speeding. Out here, a lot of people speed because we have so much landmass, so you have to drive fast to get to where you want to go in time. Hi, Santo. How you doing? We came across a problem. I don't have enough medicine to recover, so I need to go out and find some. I'm waiting till the sun comes out. I don't want cabin fever. I'm trying not to risk that. One more hour, and then I'm gonna go to sleep and wake up. See if I'm good. Oh, boy. Okay, we woke up fully rested. Let's see. Now I see the sun kind of poking out. It's probably bright out here. Let's see. Spread peanut butter on the wound. I saw it on TikTok. I like that. Santo's getting attention for his art. Good job, Santo. We really appreciate that. So here's the hard part. Okay, I thought I saw something. I need to be careful because while I'm injured, if I get attacked, it's not game over necessarily, but I'm down pretty bad. Please be rose hips over here. See the problem, right? If I get rose hips, I can't just have one bush. I need like 3 or 4. So, game over. Yeah, exactly. We don't want that. Dude, I freaked out when the moose attacked me, right? But I didn't have my microphone on. Out loud, I was going, oh no, oh no, oh no. But luckily, because I was full health, he only got half. The problem is the broken ribs, because I can't run, watch. That's as far as I can run. The bottom right. And until I'm better, I won't be able to run away from anything if I need to. Medicine, medicine. There's an axe here. Hang on. 80%. I think mine's better. Actually, let's switch them out. Whew, Okay. You were so loud you scared your girl. She saw it happen. I went out loud. Oh no, oh no. She said, what's going on? I said, a moose attack. She goes, oh shit. Half-Life 3 wanted to die. How bad was your headache? That's a pretty bad headache, to be honest. I've had those though. It's for me, my problem is I always forget to drink water. I don't know why I do. I just don't get thirsty. And I don't drink water and I get dehydrated and I get these headaches. Dehydration headache. They're not comfortable, you know? Also, last time I was live streaming, we had a problem where have you tried rose hip tea? Not in real life. I've done it in the game. I need the rose hips, and they're hard to find. Once you find them, you can get a whole bunch, but you need 24 rose hips in order to make one tea. Each bush has 8, so I gotta find them, and I gotta be careful too. So here's the main problem: out of ammo, out of ammo, out of ammo. 5 arrows left, and it's breaking. I'm not doing too good right now. That's why I have to travel. This game encourages you to like travel around, you know? I want to try not to drink water for a week. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. I lasted a day. What if rose hips were called rose ass? I mean, the way roses pollinate, it might as well be one. Let's see this one. Empty. I'll take that. Is bro Killdozer? Oh my god, I knew I wasn't the only fan. I love Killdozer. I might have some things in common with Killdozer, as in like he likes to work out a lot. I be doing that a lot. I noticed fermented rose hip tea. That'd be pretty good actually. Coffee. Oh my god, yeah. Anything but water, right? All I've had today was coffee. So, we're not doing too bad. Oh no, it's foggy now. Oh, speaking of fog, great news. The fog dissipated, finally, from where I live. I wanted to take video. Energy drinks. Yeah, those too. I have a bad habit of drinking those, so I try to stop. I stopped for about a week, and unfortunately, my pre-workout, my creatine, is basically just a powdered version of an energy drink. So I'm basically drinking that anyway. But now I'm using it for its intended purpose instead of just drinking it at work. My energy drink habit was so bad. You lived in the fog. Yeah, exactly. I had to drive to work in the fog. And I drive for a living, right? Big old trucks delivering things. It was hard, you know? Okay, gotta be careful here. I'm going up a hill, and I want to walk straight. Turn left, get on here. Damn it! There it is. Okay, hang on. I'm out of pain meds, so I can only use a Band-Aid. He's gonna be... Come on. Heal the sprained ankle, so it should be good to run still. There it is. Yeah, I always because I have the sprained what is it? Because I have the broken ribs, I'm more susceptible to getting injured, so I have to be careful. Okay, I know there's rose hips around here. I know there's rose hips, but there's also wolves. I gotta be careful. Now I'm in a lot of pain. Knife. I need one, I'm keeping mine. Spread asbestos on the wound. You know what's crazy is asbestos never fully went away. I know they have laws about using it against in your house, but there's still stuff that has it in there, right? Rose ass. Dude, spread rose ass. Oh my god. Rosalina. There's none here. Don't tell me it's gonna crack too. Look at my visual. He's in a lot of pain right now. I actually turned off the voice on this guy because he talks a lot. Asbestos is scary. It really is. You got to think about it like this. Old houses have popcorn ceiling, which is just asbestos. Killdozer, I hardly know her. You know he's going to be a dad soon? Isn't that crazy? That's wild. Good on Killdozer. He's going to have a little baby dozer. I should have brought more water. Oh, shit. Two of them. Oh, shit. All right, all right, all right. Back up, back up, back up. They know I'm hurt. That's the thing. I have their, he gonna feed them uranium. The kids? Okay, I gotta be careful now. You know what? I can't even risk it. Voices on the characters are a little annoying. That's why I turned it off. Wait for you guys do just right. Get out of here. Got him. That'll scare him off, because I did hit him. But I just lost my arrow, so. I just want to scare him off, that's the thing. This flare is all I got. I seriously need ammo. I gotta go to the, they got the Gordon Freeman treatment. He ran with the arrow. It's okay. If I hit him in the right spot, I'll get my arrow back later. He'll just have it like embedded in his arm or something, and he'll just like slowly bleed out. It's okay. I can no longer go to the hard parts of the map until I recover, but I seriously need rose hips bad. But I think I have some medicine in this cabin. If I don't have any, I'm not screwed, but I now have another spot to stay because I'm trying to get out of the cabins. I kept getting cabin fever. Yeah, a bear. Oh. If there's a bear, actually no, the other day what is it? The other day I was able to hunt the bear even though I was injured. I think you were there for that. Okay, okay, okay. Medicine, medicine, medicine. Medicine, medicine, medicine. Come on. Come on. Empty. Shit. Yeah, I think I'm screwed, guys. Unless there's like one bit of it left. The barrel was intense, right? Because I hit it and it didn't die. It ran off, and I thought the whole time it was going to attack me. That would have been the end of the playthrough. I am not taking risks like that again. Right now I'm playing very self-sustaining, you know? Like I'm making sure I'm not doing anything bad. Boar, the way you spelled it was like the Boer War. Bar. Barl. Is this TikToker, he's like an older trucker guy, and he's getting famous because of his voice. Bart. Domer. Bone. I know there's rabbits out here, so I'm gonna set up a trap. But no rose hips so far. So far. But there might be some out here. I thought we were being hunted by the bear. I thought I was too, especially when we saw the blood on the ground and the paw prints. I thought he was ready to attack. That happened to me once. It was me versus the bear, and I mean I won, but it was intense. My least favorite one was this wolf that I was hunting. I shot him. He was very stubborn, right? He did not want to run off. He really wanted to kill me. So what ended up happening was I actually heard it just enough. So when he got on top of me to attack, he died on top of me. Like I was like literally fighting him off, tapping X, and oh, there they are. I was tapping X, and thankfully he was injured enough that I killed him while he was on top of me. But it was just awkward because once I finished, there was just a dead wolf with my blood on it. It was crazy. So crazy, I know. And they ran off. Oh well. It's getting foggy. I'm gonna go indoors. Would you rather get skinned alive or cheeseburger? I don't know, man. Died on top of you. He did, yeah. It was an awkward scene. I was like, you good? Like, as he was on top of me, and you know when you kill a wolf, how they do that, that one sound? I heard that, and then when my character stood up, I looked down, and there it was dead. I'm in a lot of pain right now. You can see his eyes. They're doing the thing. I need water, so... More impressions. I'm so bad at impressions. I can't do them. See? See, I planned ahead. I got the coal. The coal's like really good for fires. Water. Homer is so cool. It's crazy how many people... I live in like a really small town. It's crazy how many people look like Homer. Like unintentionally. Like, that's just how they look. Do the Dark Walker impression. He doesn't even make sound though. Just like... I don't know. It's a weird sound he makes. I'm gonna have to go to sleep again. At least we got food and water, you know? We're good on food because I killed the bear, so I have like 10 kilograms of bear meat, which is a lot. But water is the main concern when you go to sleep because you wake up thirsty. Like, no matter what, you wake up thirsty. Unintentionally. Domer. Damn it. Guess I gotta go away. I changed to dark mode. Sorry, you're good. $274 days. Domer. Did the fog go away? I just wanted to go away. Yep, we're good. It's windy. The long dome. Our best bet is to go here. Okay, let me see if I can aim it just right. I want to walk straight to it. Aiming this way, slightly to the left, so up here. Is my only source of protection right here. Thankfully, flares work in the wind, so we're good. If I had a torch, it would turn off. My snare didn't even catch anything. I just saw it at the corner of my eye. 1,000 seasons journey. It's only winter. It's always winter. Domer. Oh no, I'm gonna break my legs again. Come on, come down here. There we go. I'm gonna burn through all my bandages, breaking my legs over and over again. Watch. The Simpsons season. Oh my god, imagine. We're on day 274. Walk up to someone and tell them they look like a domer unintentionally. Wait, hold up. Sorry, spoiler. You could turn on radios during auroras for a tune. Not many people know this. Actually, I was curious for myself when I noticed the radios got power during aurora. I did not know that. So they actually do play music. That's actually really cool. I didn't know that. I've had a radio in the not the Trappers. Yeah, the Trappers homestead. And every time there's an aurora, I like fuck with the radio a bit, and it just clicks. It just makes a lot of clicks. Clear cut. I haven't mapped this part. Hang on. I got to be careful here. So, please no wolves. Please no wolves. Please no wolves. I think we're good. See that big ass yellow thing on the right? Wait, there's a bear here. Shit, I just remembered. Oh god damn it, this ain't good. Charm again. Carbunic, thanks for that info, by the way. If you're wondering what's going on, I'm recovering from a moose attack. I have 1 hour left of recovery, but I don't have any pain meds, so he's not recovering. And what's going on is I'm looking for rose hips or pain meds, and I can't find either. Whenever we go to the fireplace, get the food out, there's no ability to save it for something real and secure for us to play with it. Yeah. Sorry if I'm like not looking at chat. I'm looking around for the bear, making sure he doesn't sneak up on me. Right now I'm in no condition to fight, and if I do see a bear, I have to back up. I have to get out of there. The moose was IRL or again? No, in game the moose. I still have the broken ribs. Moose stomp attack. Yeah. What happened was one of the streams where I wasn't talking, I was fucking with the moose. I should not have been doing that. I thought I had enough arrows to kill it. Also, I was trying to do the flare trick. I was trying to do the flare trick that I did with the wolves and the bear, where like if you shoot it from up close, it'll kill it. It did not work on the moose. I just pissed it off. You were what with the moose? I was playing with the moose. I was having a little fun with it. Was the fog in-game or IRL? It was both, actually. It was really bad, the fog out here, where I live. And if you want to see on the news, kind of where I live, not exactly where I live, but kind of, there was a 50-car pileup in the freeway. It was that bad. People crashed, and they couldn't see it, so they just kept crashing and crashing. It was so bad. Thankfully, by some miracle, nobody died. That's the good thing. No one died, but the videos are horrifying, right? The fog is coming. The fog is coming. The fog is gone, actually, thankfully. Yesterday I drove, and it was crystal clear. It was nice. The fog just comes around this time of the year. Once it goes away, it's like it was never here, you know? But when you're driving in the fog, all I could say is, like the blob. Kinda, yeah. It's just as bad in terms of like fatalities. There are crosses everywhere I live on the side of the roads where people crashed and died. And the saddest part for me is that it's always people working rural jobs, like outside in the fields and stuff. And it's because they drive in these vans, right? So when they crash, it's not just one guy that dies. It's a whole team. So it'd be like 7 people every time. It's so sad. I've seen it a few times. People speed. Yeah, they do, but in the fog, I don't blame them, because if you're driving a normal speed in the fog, it's instantly dangerous. But if you drive slow, it's also dangerous, because somebody else is speeding, and if they hit you, they're going to blame you. It's kind of annoying. Insurance for cars out here costs a lot more because of the amount of fog that happens once a year. That one event, no joke, it's like a span of 3 weeks out here. That one window is when all the accidents happen. People normally drive pretty safe out here. Even drunk drivers. It's crazy, right? But it's so bad. Do people use lights? They do, but in the fog, it stops the lights. No joke. If you're driving in the fog with lights, you can only see the lights. Okay, there's material here. I think we're good. I think we're good. Wait, hang on. My girlfriend's texting me something. What's going on? Look at this. Oh, she just sent. Ooh. She's sending me a photo from work. I love drunk driving. Oh my god. Santo, can you even drive yet? It's hard to drive. My girlfriend's sending me a photo. She said, wait, look at this at work. And it hasn't come through yet. I got snow here and it's lovely. I think I'd rather drive in the snow than in the fog. Hell no. Yeah, driving is scary at first. My little brother just learned how to drive and he got his license. Or rather his permit. And he's learning the hard way how hard it is to drive. Drink your coffee, Santo. Please, some medicine. I just need medicine. Nothing in there. Let's look around some more. There better not be a bear out here waiting for me. One time I said that, I had to immediately turn around and get inside. I do see. I thought there was Rose Hibbs. He started driving in the fog. Yeah, he did. Whenever there's fog, he chooses not to drive. And I don't blame him because it's pretty bad. Wait, I need this. Nothing. Damn it, come on. I need medicine. I'm tired of being hurt. The whole reason I want it so badly is because we're traveling to another spot on the map. How does people survive in the fog? Oh my god. By blind luck, no joke. I've had moments where I was driving in the fog and you see something so far off in the distance, right? Barely because of the fog. You slow down and it turns out there was an accident in front of you. Wait, medicine, please. Zap bar, bandage. Damn it! I need to recover. Nothing. Please don't die. I'll be fine. The fog is gone already. The worst of it is over. It already happened. And when I say the worst of it, I mean, you saw the accidents. Work pants. Damn it. Dude, no medicine. Herbal tea. I will take that. Where I live, I'm still on vacation because it's summer. I'll be honest. Despite the fog, I would rather have winter here. Because our winter is like normal, warm. Not warm, what is Rose hips. Hang on. We might be good. After all. 8. You can have harvest bandages from cloth. Oh yeah, you can make them. But I'm good on bandages. I need pain meds. I don't have any more. And he won't recover until I have pain meds. So I have to find rose hips or something. Come on. There's 2 rose hips here. I need one more. And I'm good. Please, come on. I'm actually fucking desperate now. Put that away. We're good. Lamar off Llama's laptop. Pretty sure. What is that name? Lamar off Lantalnas laptop. Presidio Lis Lantas. Domer. Wait, I know 2 L's is Llantas, Yoran, Diego. Yeah, I know a little Spanish. I drink Coronas. No, I'm kidding, don't drink. I did have this thing where, because of where I live, there's a lot of wine. It's wine country. I was playing around with my phone's keyboard. I see that. Started speaking Spanish to us. Because I live in wine country, there's a lot of good wines here, so I was drinking a little bit of wines like every day. And I realized right away, after about a week, I was gaining weight like really fast, so I stopped. Also, I have been drunk once in my life. That's it. California wine, exactly. Yeah, that stuff is golden. It's beautiful. Soda, nuts. Admittedly, this isn't too bad because what we're doing is getting resources despite the fact that I'm injured. I have 16 rose hips, which is not enough for a tea, but we're getting close. That's what matters. We're making progress. Are you going to look like a domer? I'm trying not to. I'm approaching the age he was in the show, like 30 in the show when he started. Can I make tea yet? Hang on, please. Yes! Oh my god! I had some spare. Oh, thank goodness. Finally, we are okay. We're okay now. Guys, we're fine. W in the chat. Big W. Big W. Alcohol makes you crave salty and or greasy food. I actually don't like to eat when I'm drinking. I don't know why. What it does to me when I'm drinking is I like to paint. Like, no joke. I think the reason I painted so much, it was during the time that I was drinking wine. My girlfriend said this, right? She said, you'll have a sip of wine and you'll just go to the studio. and I know what you're doing. I'm like, yeah, I'm just fucking in there. Rose hip tea, please. This should be enough. Come on. TLD is to survive with finite resources. Good luck, bro. One more bandage. Come on. Yes! Yes! We're good. We're good. Oh my god. Whew. We're good now. We're good. Woo! We did it. We recovered. We're fully fine to go now. W. How does alcohol taste? It's nasty at first, and every time after. It doesn't taste good. People drink it when they want to have fun because it makes you kind of like silly. I don't know how to explain it. Depends on what it's mixed with. That too, yeah. I'm not going to say my age. Don't worry about it. We just know you're not old enough to drink. We don't need to know anymore. What I like to think about when I tell people that alcohol tastes nasty is the older you get, the less nasty it tastes. But also, it's like it's a bad habit to drink, you know? Because there's some. Is it like soda? No, not at all. I'll put it like this: raw alcohol is like drinking fuel. Yeah, actually, kinda. It tastes, it smells the same. And what's worse is your body knows it's bad for you, so when you're drinking, you kind of recoil. It's like, ugh, you know? I've seen people that when they drink hard alcohol, they'll make the nasty face, and it's just not a good habit to try it. It's okay to try it, right? And there's some occasions where it's okay to drink, but you don't want the habit of drinking every day. I like the smell of alcohol though. It depends. For me, I think it smells kind of nasty. Also, it depends too. There's like different kinds. There's beer, there's wine, which is what I prefer, and there's hard alcohol. That's the one where it's like alcohol markers. Oh yeah, that one makes sense. That's a different kind of alcohol though. The main ingredient in alcohol that makes it do what it does is ethanol, which is actually poisonous in large quantities. Whiskey's a nice burn. Slow drinks are nice. That's true. If you drink it slowly, whiskey's crazy high in alcohol content for me. Like I think I've had it once. Beer smells good. It smells like bread to me, like old bread. You know. We'll let the sun rise and we'll start to explore because at this point, let's see here. Well, we're way up here, so what I'm going to do is go down to the train tracks, start heading down. What ended up happening is where is it? Right here? I was right here, right? Remember when see, I even marked it now. I was here messing with the messing with the moose. It was around here. I think I ended up killing it. I don't think I did. No, he's still alive. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I gotta go down here. When I get here, I need to be careful in this area. So immediately entering to the right, the moose is up here. Unless I angered it and he ran off down here. And then I'll see him when I get over here. If it's foggy, I'm not going. But, wait, I had something else to do. It's foggy, damn it. I have 4 arrows left. I should make more. What do you think about GTA 6? I really hope that it, well, they finally confirmed that it's coming out this year. No more delays. Revenge. What I learned from Red Dead Redemption 2 is revenge is a fool's game. You know, no one ever wins. But I'm a damn idiot. Let's go kill it. Come on, let's go. Revenge is a dish best served with arrows in the chest. See, people say it's a dish best served cold, but then you think, what the hell does that mean? You gonna give me ice cream? Aha, revenge. Imagine if that's how it was done in history. It's like, revenge is a dish best served cold, and you poison ice cream. Funny enough, I'm a bit of a history nerd, right? The United States tried to assassinate Castro with a poison milkshake. It didn't work. If you look up the amount of times the United States tried to assassinate Castro back in history, it's a lot. It's like I think over 500 attempts, and none of them worked. So at this point, I'm thinking you guys are either doing that on purpose, or it's just really bad. I was showing my dog the stream, and she low-key got invested. That's wild. If I show my dogs anything, which they don't live with me no more, they live with my parents because they live in a nice rural area. Poison ice cream, it just wouldn't work, I think. Wait. Just because I'm recovered doesn't mean I'm immortal. Her name is Brita, like the filter, like the water filter. She's a big dog, right? But she likes to run around. Poo poo ice cream. I can't say I've ever had that. Ramona. Oh, that's cute. Your dog's name's Ramona. I remember now. Like Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim. There's a bear out here. I gotta be careful. Dude, I swear I hear something. This game has trained my ears to be a lot more vigilant. I'm gonna go this way. Here's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm better, I'm gonna go up here and crawl over this hill. Man, I really used all my flares up trying to kill the moose, doing that trick. Of course it didn't work. Chat wasn't even invested either. They're not invested like you guys are. Santo and Metzger, you guys are cool. I like you guys. Also, holy shit. Also, Carbunic, appreciate you being here, man. I really do appreciate when people have, like, knowledge of the Long Dark, because I've been playing not since the game came out, but about 5 years now. Oh, what does that say? Y'all know where I could pirate FL Studio without Kim Jong-un entering my PC? I have the legitimate FL Studios downloaded. Like, I've paid for it. I know a lot of people pirate it, but I actually paid, like, the full $300 for it. And I downloaded it, right? I made, like, 2 beats, and I stopped. Dude, it's so hard to... Oh, shit. It's so hard to learn. Hang on, let me goat my way down. You guys know that term, right? Goating your way down? This ain't a path, but you can make your way down. There's a guy dead here. Oh, I never searched him. Lantern Field, thanks. That Snow Rock shader is lit. I'm sure you've bet before about graphics update or DLC. I've seen them online. Like, I go on the subreddit a lot, and what sucks is I have the PS5 version, right? So I can't really download any DLC. You still own it? I still own FL Studio, yeah. Why is piracy called like that, though? Because you got to think of pirates back in the day when they were stealing things that weren't theirs. It's kind of ironic that it's called piracy, even though you're technically just downloading a copy. You know, it's not like you're stealing it. You're downloading a copy. But of course, big companies were like, no, let's call it piracy because it's stealing. But like, software's for everyone, man. Thief, criminal. The actual FL Studio costs a lot. And what's worse is I only bought the basic model. So there's a lot of stuff that it tries to get me to buy on top of that. I like pirates, though. Pirates are cool in history and depicted like that. But if you actually read the history of what they did, it's not as exciting, to be honest. Like, I think there's a few stories where there was like big fights and stuff, but those are far and few in between. Mostly what pirates did is they wouldn't wash. They would be nice and legit pirates, Leog pirates, Lego pirates. It's funny, what got my interest in pirates is back in the day I was a Disney nerd. I'm not anymore, but I was into Pirates of the Caribbean, like those movies, and I thought, wow, pirates are cool. So I looked at their history and I thought, oh, that's kind of boring. They're not at all like they are in the movies. Yes, exactly. Salmonella explained it well. The brutality, that was their technique. Their whole thing was, we're intimidating, we're going to take all your stuff. Yeah, I'm a nerd. We've established I'm a dork. Hell, I was a hipster. I still have the big glasses. By the way, if you guys haven't seen my face, the last video where I talk about my hipster experience, you can see my face there. I have a beard in that video. I don't have it anymore. I'm like fully bald. Not fully. I still have hair. I just choose to shave it off. My hairline's going back. And my father and his father and his father were all bald by the time they were 20 years old. Meat wheat face reveal. Oh, I've been out, dude. I'm a nerd, but not a hipster. I used to be a hipster. I stopped doing that stuff. I'm a domer. Pretty much, yeah. I do that thing where I have the lowest setting on the buzzer and I just cut my hair off. Because when it grows back, it's like thin, so I'm like, ew, you know? But when I shave it down, I still have like a tiny tuft of hair on my head. But 20 is young. Yeah, exactly, dude. Imagine, my dad was balding in his 20s. He showed me photos of himself when he was 20, and I'm like, dude, you look 45, like, to be honest. And this was back when we lived in Los Angeles. My dad, thankfully, because he was like, I'm a big nerd. I got first place in school in 2025. That's actually an impressive feat. Like, you don't got to be a nerd to be smart. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a nerd, but I'm stupid as hell, to be honest. And I'll be honest, there's some things I know a lot about. Yeah, congrats, Santo. That's actually a good achievement. It sounded sarcastic. I'm being genuine. I have one tone in my voice. My bad. But the hipster era for me was just about music. I like to do that thing where it's like, oh, I knew this artist before they were cool. Like Mac DeMarco, when he had like a few hundred downloads, I knew about him. Arrow Shaft and Arrowhead. Okay, hang on. See, I have these here. I can only make one. That's fine. I'll take it, you know. Okay, that's good. Let's leave these here. Hipster move. Pretty much, yeah. I also had the beanie, the glasses, the scarf, the MacBook, the iPhone. In my school, nobody knows peak. Seriously. It's usually how it goes, you know. If you wanna know like Metal Gear Solid, that's true, right? It's crazy, dude. It's crazy if you think about. Oh, hang on. Let me get some water. I gotta get out of here. I know I'm a little over encumbered, but that's fine. I'll be fine. It's funny that hipsters are like kind of making a comeback. Have hipsters evolved? They've kind of always been the same. The thing about the hipster movement is that it came to a dead halt during this big protest that happened in the United States, where a lot of racist people were dressed like hipsters, and it's just like we don't want to be associated with that no more, you know? The hipster movement was destined to fail just based on the fact that if something got popular, it was no longer cool with them, you know? I knew a lot of hipsters at the time, you know? John Lemon. Lemons. Hey, you guys think the bear's still there? I think so, right? I mean, he's dead down here, right? Yeah, there he is. I want to go this way and head down, but I should probably sleep first. But it's too early, so I'm going to get some firewood. My order is out for delivery. Cool. I got my brother a gift. It was his birthday yesterday. Lemon. Lemmings. Imagine a multiplayer PvP, PvE game in a style like Rust. It'll be a chill game. I have a feeling that the new Long Dark, because they already announced the second one, I have a feeling it's going to kind of be like that, you know? Where it's like people versus people, because it is kind of like, it is kind of open world based on what we're seeing. I saw like New York covered in ice, and it was just people running around with bows and arrows and horses now, which is really fucking cool. Did your girl fall in love with you during your history type? I hear it's mostly co-op. My girlfriend, when she met me, I was already out of the hipster phase. It lasted about 2 years. Yes, I vaped during, like, I even had that song on my playlist, don't listen to a word I say, hey, when you reach day 1000 by TLD2. It's not out yet, but I'm planning on that. What we're planning, too, is the story mode. The final chapter comes out in March. So I'm going to finish Chapter 4 in March, and then I'm going to buy the new one, and then we're going to play that together. The new story should be good. Should be really good. But right now, that's why I'm doing the 1,000 Days Journey, because like I got to pat something in between, right? What's funny is I've tried live streaming other games. None of them get me as excited and hyped as the Long Dark, because this game is so chill. With moments of excitement, and that just kind of reminds me of life, you know? Co-op, I know what you mean. Co-op would be cool for the Long Dark, you know, surviving together. It would make it significantly easier, but imagine, if you will, co-op and you're hunting something, right? It's like a party of people. and everyone just goes at the same time. It's like, okay, ready, volley. And if you do volley, it'll be like everyone shoots a bow. Like everyone shoots an arrow from their bows at the same time, hitting the same thing. I'm really excited for the new game, but I'm also skeptical, you know, just based on the fact that like caveman mode. Oh, that'd be yeah, exactly. That'd be sick. But the reason I'm skeptical is because so many games have been coming out lately. They've just been flops. You know what I mean? Ooga Bogs. Peterson, you on point. Whoa. On point, on fleek. On Donald's cheek? I don't know. I'm gonna sit up right now. Hang on. Oh, I got a text. Hang on. Wrong button. Okay. Sorry when the missus calls. She's at work. She's got a really cool job. She works in a lab. Ooh. Oh, that's awesome. Holy shit. A lot of stuff happens at her job that I have to keep secret. More lore from work. Her job or mine? Because hers, I'm not gonna say it's secretive. It's just like I don't know. It's like there's some stuff that she does, and I think it's really cool. I really admire her because what she did is she worked her way up. Like when I first met her, she was like pretty base level at her job. Did she create cat boys in the lab? She works a lot with confidentiality. Well, it's like there's some stuff I can't say, but there's a lot that I can say, which is fine. You know, I even ask her permission too sometimes, where I'm like, "Can I say these things?" She's like, "If there's something you can't tell people, then I'll tell you," and that's cool, you know. So, like, she'll tell me like, you know, I'll tell you this, but don't tell anyone, and I keep my word, you know. But she works a lot in lab testing samples of the product that's made at her job. What she does is she checks for bacteria under a microscope with a petri dish, making sure that it's not something harmful for human consumption. She's the reason that we have so much food that's like safe to eat because there's so much stuff that it won't get past her, right? Where like if she's NDA the size of a phone book, actually it's more like one page. It's actually not bad. There's a lot of stuff she could say. And it's because her job is so like important to the well-being of people. That's what I like about her, you know? So she really cares about people. She loves people, and I love that too. I really support her in her job, you know? Because, like, again, when she started, she was like baseline. She wasn't in the lab. She was doing like very menial tasks. And I was like, you know what? You know what? You got to do what you got to do. And that's when we started dating, and it was really sweet, you know? I would take her out on dates. There's a cute little spot out here where you could go pet llamas. And I took her there once. And the funny part is, this is kind of when I knew I fell in love with her. The llama spit on me. And I thought, oh, this is so embarrassing, right? Immediately, she pulled out a little paper towel. Yeah, I love her. Dude, I love her so much. I'm going to marry her. We've just been planning things out, you know, to get married. She's going to be my wife. I'm going to be honest. But in this first date, what was so cute about it was, again, the llama spit on me, and I was really embarrassed. All she did, she didn't acknowledge that it was embarrassing. She didn't laugh. She got a paper towel, and she cleaned me up. And I just looked at her like, girl, we're going to be together forever, you know? My schoolmates are such ass people. They once made a petition to fire the show math teacher. I wonder why they did that, though. Kind of messed up, right? Animals love you. Well, I would say that Carl, we called him Carl after that. I will say that llama is no longer there. I found it really sweet though, right? Because she didn't laugh at me. She didn't do anything like that would make me feel more embarrassed. She just said, "Oh, I got you." She cleaned me up. And just the way she was cleaning me, I just felt so loved. You know, I've never felt something like that before in my life. And this was 4 years ago, and I still remember it. I still tell her about it. I'm like, "You want to go back to that place for a little date?" And she would be so down. You know, there's a nice spot there where you can have like it disappeared in the fog. What, the moose? I think so. Carl that kills people. That's why I named it Carl. You know, I was like, oh, it's the same animal. Anyway, it was a really cute date. And ever since then, we go back on occasion, and they have fudge there that they make by hand. They have this place where they make cheese using like local produce, and it's like the best cheese we could buy anywhere, right? Not only is it fresh, it's made right there and wrapped up. They hand it to you. You pay them like I think it's like $6 for a block of cheese, but oh my god, it's so good. It, don't get me wrong, it's kind of pricey for cheese, but it's right there that they make it. You can literally see them making it, and because of that, I learned to make cheese of it. So I'm on fetus status. Santo has just been born. Woo! It's okay, Santo. One day you will appreciate the joys of life. As you get older, there's more stuff to appreciate, you know? Some good, some bad, but you got to stay positive, okay? That's the important thing. Don't let life take your spark. I've seen people that are older that are just like mean, you know? Also, I'm a fat ass. I was very chubby when I first met my girl, and she still loved me. So, eyes purple and crying. Ah, man, you'll be fine. Also, you're young, you know? I met my girl when I was like 25, you know? And I'm almost 30, we're still together. We have a house together now. That should tell you how close we are, you know? And the funny thing is, today I decided to treat her. I have something in the fridge. It's so later, yeah, don't be a domer. Yeah, you'll be fine, you know. Age makes everyone a little smarter. You're like, there's some things that, what is this? Why is it wet? Ew. There are some things that, oh, I forgot about the bear hide. Okay, I already killed the bear at least. What's this? I can't pick it up. All right. Oh, right, the bear's dead. Okay, we're good then. Right, there was a bear and a moose. I gotta watch for the moose. You might as well be married. Yeah, we pretty much are. We don't have the ring, the papers to make it official. I am gonna do that. I'm trying to do it this year. We thought we would have kids by now, but what we've been doing is, yeah, exactly. See, going through the courts and everything, it's like such a drag, but we're so chill together, you know? Like even this morning, I woke up early. That's why I'm up right now. You guys can thank her for me streaming this early because I woke up with her. She was getting ready for work. I made her a coffee. I made her something to eat, and I was like, "Here you go, honey." Gave her a little kiss in the forehead. What's funny too is me saying that I'm like a foot taller than her. Like I'm not the tallest guy. I'm 5'11", but she's so short. She's my little girl. She's my sweetums. I know I'm blessed too. That's the thing, because I remember, like when I was single, how hard it was to find a good girl. You know, and me and her, we just kind of met at work, and we hit it off so hard. My dad was even like surprised. Me and my dad worked together at the time. I've moved on since then. I have another job, but what I remember was my dad was like, "Wait, you and her are a thing now?" And he was like so happy for us. Even every now and then he calls us like, "How you guys doing?" We're like, "Ah, we're doing good. How you doing?" You know, the whole stuff. That's because I don't live at home no more, but I still call my dad on occasion. Can't you give a ring and not go through papers? Well, you kind of got to do both out here, you know? What I did once to show her that I was like, what is it, serious about us being together, is I spent thousands of dollars on this thing. I had to save up for a while, right? I think I'm still paying it off. I got thousands of dollars for her to have a nice gold necklace, and she was like in tears. She was like, "This is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me." Yeah, my dad is proud of us, dude. My dad's proud of me because he's like, "Oh my God, you guys are not only together, but you're thriving." And my mom, on occasion, will meet up for breakfast, and it's like Thomas the Moose. Where is he? Hang on, I'm gonna drop some firewood here. I'm planning on spending the night in this little area. Like right here, it's pretty safe because the fire barrel's right by the entrance. One time I didn't think it was, so just in case I made this, but I didn't need it. Anyway, we'll meet up, me and my mom, and she'll be like, "Have you guys fought at all or anything?" You know? And I'm like, "Here's what happens, right? You're good, you good people. Man, we could always be better." That's how I see it. That reminds me, speaking of doing good, next week I'm going to go donate blood. It's the second time in a while I've done it. I don't know. I feel like that's my contribution to the world, just giving back.
me thanking the world for everything that's gone good. Even though there's a lot of stuff that could go better, I'm just happy. I should pay her, but the thing is, I don't think I could capture such beauty on canvas. As hard as I've tried, I don't have the I lack the skills to paint something so beautiful, you know. And I've tried, but there's no copying her. You know, she's gorgeous. You guys have heard her on occasion, right? Every now and then she'll hear me streaming. She's like, "Hi everyone," but she's camera shy. So I've shown my face on the channel before. She hasn't, and I don't think she ever will. She's just like, again, she's camera shy, and that's okay. I'm like, sorry, honey, I won't put you on there. You know, I won't make you things you're not comfortable doing. I swear, think, I think we're good. I'm looking for wood. I'm trying to build up a little nest here. Mrs. Meat. Oh, Mrs. Wheat. Yeah. She my girl. She my angel. Anyway, I was talking about earlier how I was going to treat her today, right? I got some pork chops in the fridge, and I found this video, right, from the chef, where he makes like a pan sauce, like mashed potatoes and stuff. She do what she does. Honestly, I think you've seen it before, right? One time I was live streaming and it was a bit long. I even said to her, I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, babe. It's a long live stream," and she comes in with meatballs that she made herself, and she was feeding me as I was playing. I was like, "That's when the meatball thing started," and it was so sweet, you know. So I'm gonna treat her today. I have these pork chops that I'm gonna make. But I looked up like a long, like hours of tutorials on how to get it just right. You know, like perfect with a pan sauce with white wine, a reduction on top. And I normally don't cook like this, but I'll do it for her, you know? And trial and error because I got more than one more than one pork chop in case I mess up on it. Cuz I know, I know she's worth it. Is there medicine here the whole time? No, it's empty. I burp and it tastes like coffee. I'm going to go to sleep already. This guy's exhausted. Should have enough firewood, right? Hey, I can't run. The meatballs. That's the first stream I saw. See, so right off the bat, you see how she and I are close. There have been occasions, like with every relationship, this is the important thing. Every now and then you'll disagree with someone. No matter how much you love them, sometimes you guys will disagree on stuff. But what's important is to communicate. You know, you got to talk about things, and that's what she and I do. I'm a little backwards. There we go. To be honest, growing up, I was around a lot of people that were like fighting, like relationships where they were like yelling at each other, right? And I knew I didn't want that for myself. So when I met her, and every time we'd have a disagreement, we would talk, you know? Any animation ideas? How about a giant moose? Just like really comically big. Like he's too big. He doesn't even fit on screen. At 31 sticks, it's a bit much. There we go. She's probably worth a 15-course meal. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but we did go to eat Gordon Ramsay's food once, like at his restaurant. So, I mean, we've treated her. Moose? I didn't hear. Yeah, moose. A really big moose, right? But like too big. Like an animation where like the moose is just like really chill, but like he's like 50 feet tall, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, a moose!" And he's like, "Nah, it's all right. Don't worry about it." You know, like he's just so chill. 12 hours of sleep is probably a lot. Moose. Hmm, we good? Okay, we're good. Okay. 1 hour of water left. Water. Fire. The moose says dup. And the domer. You gotta draw a domer with the moose, you know? They gotta both be together. They gotta be like homies. That song's stuck in my head now. You faded into the dark. Not again. 1 hour, the sun should be out. There we go. Get some firewood. Just a little bit. I'll leave the rest here. Alright, let's go. I know there's wolves up ahead, but we'll deal with them. You see how the captions are on the bottom, but you can't hear him talking? I disabled his voice. Because honestly, it got annoying hearing, gotta drop any of this gear. You know, stuff like that, like over and over again. This guy talks a lot. That's probably what people are saying. The Poppy recipe. You want the Poppy recipe? Black coffee and a Diet Pepsi. That's what it is. I'm watching my sugar intake. I noticed when I started cutting out sugary drinks, I lost a lot of weight. The thing is, lately I've been doing the opposite. I've been gaining weight, right? But with muscle. This pack's getting kind of heavy. Yeah, exactly. And when you're over encumbered, like I used to be all the time, but I did the coffee as my drink. I said in the video it's not good. See what I mean? I know to be a wolf here. School boy, come on, school boy. Oh, he's running off. He's like, I don't want no smoke. Oh, now you do. School boy. Right between the eyes. Somebody's happy to play. Damn right I am. Oh, wait, hold up. Sounded like those rubber chickens. It did, huh? The really big ones that you squeeze. I used to have one. I used to have a small one. I won it at an arcade. Where's my rubber chicken? I don't know. You know what? I remember now. I gave it to Brita, my dog, because she liked the sound it made, and she like ripped it at some point, and she felt bad. She had that thing where her ears were down. Do a rubber chicken impression. Oh! I can't do it. I thought I could. I couldn't. I know I just blew someone's eardrum out. Sorry. Every now and then I'll be playing games, right? And I'll be like yelling and stuff, and I just think my neighbors probably think I'm insane. Luckily, they don't. So it's kind of cool. Hello, neighbors. Hello, neighbor. Just that one game. That one guy doing that thing. Don't listen to a word I say. Hey, the dreams all sound the same. Now that I think about it, my hipster era was oh my god. Okay, okay. The hipster era is the only video. The game is from 2017. Really? So I've been playing a while. I didn't play when it was in beta testing. I played when it came out on the PlayStation 4. Imagine your neighbors calling the psych ward. I've always thought they would at some point. This is a good neighborhood. I mean, I moved here from a neighborhood where my neighbors were constantly shooting at each other. So, this ain't bad, you know? It's really quiet at night. Really quiet. It's kind of a double-edged sword when it's quiet, though. Because, like... Ooh, firewood. Wait, the demo came out on YouTube in 2017 or 18. Guns. Yeah, it's America. So you know how it is. People get guns. They shoot at each other. America. Yeah, exactly. Here, where I live now, it's a lot more comfortable because people still own guns, but they don't use them in illegal ways, you know? I had a lot of metal on me. I didn't realize. Trumpert. Nah, this was before Trump. A lot of people... here's how long I was living in the other city. About 20 years ago. Have you shot somebody? No, I've never even shot a gun. I've held a gun. Don't get me wrong. They're heavy. But I've never actually shot one. I don't count airsoft guns. If you're counting airsoft, I've shot a lot of those. Paintball guns, I've done that before. But those gun testing videos. I've held a P90 and a Glock. You know, the ones that the gangsters use. And unfortunately, it's pretty much what I was surrounded by, you know? Guns are fun to learn about. They are, but you got to think about, like, what they're used for. Ultimately, it's like you don't have to use them for that purpose. You know what I mean? A lot of people that I know own them for self-defense. I remember that my uncle had a BB sniper rifle, but even the even though it's a BB, it's potent as flip. Oh yeah, the BB sniper rifle's really strong. Where are we at now? Oh right, this place. Okay, look, this is the last stop before we start heading this way. And over there is the place where you need a gas mask. So luckily I have one. It shot through a beer can. Nice. Was the beer can empty or full? It feels like a waste of beer if you shoot it. You know it's potent. Yeah, definitely. Gun should be for hunting and self-defense like in this game. Yeah, exactly. That's what it should be for, right? And then we got people who've got like a AR-15, like heavily modified, and it's like, it's barely legal. I know a lot of people that have guns in their houses and stuff, and it's entirely for self-defense. Like my buddy, a buddy of mine that came over to the house, he brought his gun, right? No bullets. That's the important thing. No bullets, just a gun. So we couldn't shoot it at all. But it was heavy, you know? And he said, so imagine this thing firing a bullet and it like recoils. The recoil of a gun is just as dangerous as shooting it. All it takes is one horrible person. Yeah, exactly. Half-Life reference. Recoil. Oof. America is definitely famous for its lack of gun regulation, really. But what's funny is people hear that in the United States, and no matter what side of the political side you're on, people want guns. Like, it's different here in the U.S. because what you got to think about. I live in like a moderately big city, right? It's in between big and small. It's not too bad. But there are rural parts of America where the cops will get to you after hours. Half-Life was so good they invented science. Science. So fun. Anyway, you gotta think about this, right? In the United States, you see how giant mine is heavy. Want to feel it in your hand? Damn. Pause. I'm good. I don't want to feel nothing in my hands, especially something heavy. Unless I'm working out. Yeah. But America, you gotta think about it like this, right? There are spots where it's like a lot of cities and a lot of towns in a small cluster. Those are the ones where a lot of people don't have guns because they don't need them. Unless, you know, they're a gangster, they're doing some illegal stuff. However, in the United States, there are moments where you drive and there are hours where there's not a single thing, not a single town, right? There's not a person, there's no gas, there's nothing, there's no infrastructure. It's just wildlife. It's crazy, right? Like, I've driven through Montana before. Let me tell you, Montana is the least populated state in the U.S. Wolf. If I had a gun, I would be dead. Got him. Where'd my arrow go? Oh, okay, I just pulled it out of him. It fully embedded itself into his body. Oh my god. Oh yeah, at some point I'm gonna have to stop to eat the thing. Okay, anyway, the United States is massive, and these cities, there's some cities that, you know, they're far and few between, but in between them are these tiny towns. That's where all the gun ownership is. Because in these tiny towns, there might be one cop for thousands of people. Harvest the arrow. Oh yeah, I already got it. There might be like, again, like 1,000 people living in this tiny city, and that's not a lot of people, right? And things. Oh, I got what you're doing. That's funny. Do you know that there are people in Japan that have the same like otaku mentality? Like, let's say this, right? You know how there's some people in America that are super into Japan, like they're like blown away by it, like, oh my god, Japan's in the future. There are people in Japan that say that about America, where they're obsessed with the Wild West, and it's so funny because there's like the exact opposite, you know? People just love to be obsessed over stuff. Okay, before we head that way, I'm gonna go down here. I have a lot of stuff in this house, and I remember being here. There's even a whole video about me being in this area. I like this spot, you know? I'm familiar with it, but there's some dangers. There's bears. There's a moose here. I didn't know about that. But there's a lot of wolves, and I'm going to need some meat before I take off. Also, I got to drop off some of my materials. There's a lot of stuff here. But more importantly, there's a forge in this area. A forge is important. You need that. I remember one of those Japan glazing videos where they said that they have braille floors even though they're everywhere in Chile. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I hate to say it. I got a buddy of mine that was that guy that would like glaze Japan like crazy, right? He moved over there. And he's like, honestly, it's the same as the US. There's just more stuff, but once that's gone, it's like, oh, okay. That's it, you know? Once the thrill died, he was like, I'm working 12-hour shifts. Like, it's still the same. And the thing is, the culture in Japan, when it comes to work, is if your boss invites you out to go drink, you have to do it. They don't have Halula toasters in Japan. They don't. They also don't have guns in Japan. Actually, they kind of do. I don't know if they... I don't think they do. I don't know enough about Japan to say what they have and don't have. All I know is that I think the furthest I've been out of the country is Mexico. And I'd rather be in the U.S. Like, I'll be honest. Hideo Kojima country. Yeah. No one hears a word they say. They don't have you in Japan. Exactly. So why even go? Let's toot my own horn now. Here's the forge. I don't have charcoal. I just remembered. So it's okay. I'll just stay here for a bit. I'll hunt and I'll get some meat. That's what I gotta do. You can barely see in here, can you? See if I have all my material still here. No, it's all gone. My hacksaw's still here. Good. There we go. Clear junk. The rose hips. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Hey, look, there's a radio here. We could check. We could check if I have tunes. 30 minutes to destroy a tire. I'm good. Wait, there's a thing here. Hang on. There's a glitch that happened on this part of the map. I gotta show you. Watch. While you guys are watching live. It's still here. It's still here. Looks weird, right? What is that? Here's the thing. It's an asset that just spawned incorrectly. It's a painting. Look at that. The painting spawned in incorrectly. It's supposed to be on the wall. It's a really high detailed painting though. That's the weird thing about it. And I can move it if I wanted to. Yeah, it's flipped over. Oh, hang on. There's a thing in Chile. There's a yummy bread called halula. It's yummy, and there's gizmo to toast it with. You put it in the kitchen fire thingy, and you put the bread and toast it. Halula bread. I think I've had that. Am I thinking of the right thing? I'm gonna have to Google that. You know what? I'll Google it right now. Hang on. Halula bread. It sounds familiar, is why. I think I've had it. I'm not sure. Halula bread. Oh, I have had that. Dude, that stuff's so good. Horizontally disabled painting. Isn't that weird that I can't even... It's Ayuya. Ah, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, the two L's. Let's see if we could fix the painting. Did you hallucinate from eating that bread? No, I did not. Yeah, I got the painting. See if I can put it down. Oh. Oh, that's sick. Look at that. I can fix it now. Hang on. There we go. I've been there. It doesn't look like that at all. That's cool. This is the most detailed painting I've seen in the game. It's not a painting, right? It's a picture. Whatever. Have you guys heard that song? It's so weird. I love it. We have to harvest that. We put illegal narcotics into the bread for added flavor. Chile and Mexico really are the same, aren't they? See if I can harvest the battery. Would be fun to hang in my room. That'd be sick to have. There we go, scrap lead. Now, I'm nowhere near where I could use this, so I'm just going to leave it here. Anyway, that weird song I was singing is called The United States of Whatever. That's what the song's called. You should make a Discord server. I used to have one. I don't know, I'm just not like... Put glass in bread. That would hurt. Oh my god. Hey, wait, we were talking about the poisoning of stuff. I feel like if I made a Discord server, I just wouldn't... Oh, wow, I'm running out of food. If I made a Discord server, to be honest, I wouldn't be on there as much. Oh, yeah, they used to put sawdust in bread to stretch it out. There was a guy on YouTube that made a... He made a video, like a little experiment, to see how much you could put in before you notice it. And the thing is, I wouldn't do it. For a number of reasons, right? One of them is people don't understand that your stomach is very sensitive to things that aren't food, right? So if you eat something that's not food, it might still digest it, but there's a chance of laceration. That's the worst thing. Where your stomach lining will unfortunately have like, because you gotta think about it like this. Sawdust has a lot of little jagged edges, and it'll be like eating a tiny, tiny blade, and it gets stuck on the side of the walls, and it would cut, and it'd cause like a really bad ulcer, or worse, a growth. All I'm saying is, I wouldn't, but I'd probably taste it. That's why it's bad to eat sand. How much sawdust and Rice Krispies? Yeah, that's the video. How much sawdust and Rice Krispies? That's the video. He knows. Basically, asbestos. Yeah, at a microscopic level, wood, like sawdust, is basically that. There's a lot of carpenters that get this lung disease because of that. They're not eating the dust, but they're inhaling it, and it's still going inside their bodies and causing tiny lacerations. So, again, like when I think about what Metzger said, glass dust is bad. Yeah, exactly. Fuck, it's the same idea. But you were mentioning sand earlier, and it's the same idea. Microscopic sand has tiny jagged edges. Having said that, I don't think your body can process it at all. So if it doesn't hurt you on the way in, it'll hurt you on the way out. And by that, I hope I don't have to go into detail about the mechanics of the anus. Like, I really hope I don't have to say that. You know, if you're pooping and there's something that's like sharp, it's gonna hurt on the way out. That's when you get hemorrhoids. Wow, I really do remember a lot of stuff from medical school. By the way, I have an associate's degree. I think I mentioned that before. I don't know, I just don't use it. Or rather, I worked in the medical field for 2 years. I hated it. It said you can't walk barefoot without fear of stepping on glass. Out here, we have these little thing called Diablitos. Glass or metal. Wipe or let it crust. I have a bidet. So I spray and pray. Professor. Nah. An associate's is the lowest degree you can get. But I did work in that field for 2 years. I think what I hated wasn't even the profession itself. It's a cool job. My coworkers were pretty bad. Like, let me put it this way. They threw me in. They were like, okay, we're going to train you right now. And I wasn't trained. There's a bear. See it? Is that a bear or a tree stump? I bet it's a tree stump. If it's a bear, I got a lot of food right now. Work lore. I have a lot of jobs that I've done. And my favorite so far, which I'm still in, is my current one where I drive trucks for a living, right? Let me tell you right now, even though a job may not require a degree, it could pay well. But also, you get some cool stories. Yep, that's a bear. Good, let's go. You heard me. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh shit, I used the wrong one. SCP-096. I want to Google that. I have to Google so much, dude. I'm not as online as I used to be. Boogity boogity! Roar. Don't want to be here. Always choose what makes a better story. Exactly, yeah. Hold still. I said hold still! Oh, wait. Oh, God, not this again. At least I'm recovered now. I don't have any pain meds. Hope for the best! Choose what makes the best dad lore. I have such good dad lore. That's why I'm waiting for... That's why I'm ready to have kids already. However, it will eat into my streaming, but, you know, I'm ready. My dad has some crazy dad lore. And seriously, like, when people say dad lore, like, it's crazy how much stuff there is, you know? Stand still while I force wood, sawdust, and stone into you. Is that what I should yell at the bear? Wherever he may be. I hope he's not going to attack me again, right? It's like the moose. Whenever you're by the fire, he won't attack you. But if you attack it, he'll run after you, run away from the fire, run after you. Hello! Yoo-hoo! Is your wife ready? I think we both are. We just got to get our finances in order. Kids are expensive. You know what I mean? Like, moose incident again. Bears aren't as fatal. This might be the moose incident again. Oh, shit. Looks like you're taking us to meet the moose man. Not as fatal. Like, if I get pinned down by a bear and it starts, like, ripping me to shreds, it'll rip my clothes. It won't really kill me, you know? Like, I'll have a lot... What the hell? Meet the moose man, meat grinder. Chipping off the meat grinder, meat grinder. Who barking? I want to see if the fire trick works on the wolf. Oh, Chihuahua. Come on over here. Come on. Let's go, doggy. Come on. Come on. Come on, you will be my dinner. That's right, hold still. Ready? Aw. That would have been a sick shot. Where did the bear go? You know what? I know the bear's still around, but if it hasn't attacked me yet, I'm pretty sure I'm good. I don't think this will work on the bear. I know, right? That would have been a sick shot. A 6-7. Luckily, oh shit, I'm low on, okay. This is my saving grace. If I get attacked by the bear, I need to take this and run off. Domer said 6-7. 30-year-old man, by the way. Mr. Bear, where are you? I want your flesh. Hey, we've been here before. It's the same bear. There's a cliff that drops down that way. I think the bear died. Yeah, if it died, I gotta find it later. He's still got my arrow. But I hit it in the head, so it was a good shot. It just didn't kill it right away. Hello, Mr. Bear. It's Speaking of bordering, someone here threw ice from the bridge over a highway. I hope they didn't hit anybody. I was just hearing a story about a guy that, two teenagers that decided to throw a log down a hill, and they killed the mother of four. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about throwing things from high places when you're younger. It's really fun, right? Until it's not. Like, you gotta think about what's below, you know what I mean? Having said that, I've seen people that threw watermelons off overpasses. Watermelons are still deadly if you hit it with a car, you know what I mean? You're driving 75 miles an hour towards a big ass watermelon, it hits your glass windshield, it's just gonna shatter, dude. It almost did. People throw rocks over highways here. Oh, bear. Bear. Rocks over highways is the worst one because rocks don't break, you know, they go right through whatever you're throwing it at. The bear's down there. Hello, bear. Hello, neighbor. Where'd it go? Is that the bear over there? I can't tell. I saw the bear prints. It went up somewhere high. It's down there still. Okay. It's messed up. I hate traffic in general. It really does suck. Driving is like, you got to think about how we've advanced. Oh, there's nothing there. You scare me. You scare me. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, I missed. There's a ptarmigan there. I was going to hit it with a rock. It went this way. I think. I'm back. Hi, Santo. We found the bear prints. What do y'all think about ice? I try not to think about it, to be honest. You drive safe now and get home to your lovely wife and soon kid. I have a keychain that my wife made me that it's a picture of us, and the back is engraved, drive soon, or drive safe, I want to see you again. I keep that in my mind whenever I'm driving in, like, dangerous areas. There's a lot of them. With my job, you can't avoid it. However, you can build the skills. I've had to drive up mountains, through fog, through snow. Well, actually, not through snow. There's not as much snow over here. Where'd that bear go? Are you married or just, like, non-married? We're not officially married, you know, but we have a house together now. Talking about kids, working on the finances, you know, getting everything out of the way. He is still here. Okay, good. I don't follow straight behind because they'll just turn around and attack, right? What I do is I look in the direction that the paws are going. It's this way. Is it still alive is my question. That was a good shot. This way. It's still alive. I just got this. I just remembered. Don't step on the tracks. I'm remembering why it's not bleeding no more. There's no blood on it. Downwind. There's no wind at all right now. This way. Whenever it's in the woods, I like zigzags to see if it's like hiding behind anything. And every time I do that, if it's hiding, I'll see it. A little bit of a trick for you. Zigzagging again. Like this. I heard a loud crunch. Wow, we 8 people. Hi, everyone. We're hunting bears. Or they're hunting me. I can't tell. If the blood is gone, it recovered, right? Like, that means it's, How do you buy this game in terms of DLC and versions? I just go on the PlayStation Store and hit purchase. Actually, what I had to do is, because I bought it on the PS4, I had to download it again on the PS5. And what's funny is last year, I had a lot of problems, right, where I kept crashing. I found out I downloaded the PS4 version out of the PS5. It's not supposed to do that. I had to find the PS5 version and download that. Luckily, it was free for me because I already bought it. Wheat Jr. Yeah, if I have a kid, he's going to be called Wheat Jr. here. Where's that damn bear? Hello? Watch it just be like dead somewhere, and I'm just running around carefully watching it. Watching for it. Let's see where he's at. Hello? Sounds complicated. What, the bear? I hear ptarmigans, and I don't think they'll be around if the bear's running around, so I think we're good. Yeah, I think it's dead already. I'm gonna go up somewhere high, look around. Don't break your legs. Don't break your legs. There we go. Don't break your legs. Okay, good. I don't even see wolves. That's got to be dead. Unless it's waiting for me by the oh, God. Get the high ground. I am on the high ground. It won't help if he's 6 feet underground. It's weird that humans are one of the only species that bury the dead. But we're not the only species that mourns the dead. Did you guys know that when when crows die, they don't bury their dead, they mourn them. But it's crazy to think about that, right? Crows are so intelligent. It's really hard to get on their good side. I've been trying for the longest because there's a lot of crows in my neighborhood, and I'm trying to like feed them and stuff, but they haven't shown any interest in my house. They're almost scared of us. It's like, yeah, I like crows too. I really like them. But it's like if someone in the house, elephants also mourn their dead. That's true. It's like if someone in the house that lived previously had life reference. So many references in this one, huh? Okay, where's that damn bear? I'm not losing him, man. That's all the food I got. Except for that 400 calorie steak. Oh, there he is. Found it. Found it, guys. We won. Big W in the chat. Unless you're just asleep. No, not that. Look at that. Look at that arrow. Right in the nose. Santos. Big E in the chat. Big W. I'll do them in quarters. Maybe I should just like... Yeah, I'll do quarters. Hey, yeah. 2 V's and a W. I see those letters. Perfect. Good God. Sad you can't go inside the animals for warmth. I really don't know why that's not a feature. It's got to be in the new game, right? Oh, I'm dumb. I literally can't move. I have too much. There we go. I'll do you in quarters. It says quarters. This is a lot more than a quarter. A lot more than 4 here. This is how fast I can run right now. Damn, any wolves would be smart to attack me right now. Right now. This second. Come on. Make it exciting. 9 people are watching. Someone wants to see me get my ass beat. I'll make you disappear in the fog. I'll make you disappear into the long dark. DLC. The long dark. Start huffing and puffing when you move at 3 miles per hour. I would, but I'm pretty sure it'd scare people off. Almost there. We're almost there, gentlemen. My hand is covered in my own breath. It smells like coffee. Can I even enter the back? Yes. Does your life have DLC? That's a deep question. I mean, if you're having fun in life, you don't really need DLC, you know what I mean? I think you're good there. Damn, I'm still heavy. Oh, I dropped the food. Oh, I only carry 2 at a time. It's funny how when you quarter the animal, right? It's 4.5 kilograms of meat. Why is the bag 8 kilograms? If it's how heavy is this bag? Are you a living painting? I live to paint. Whoa, it's deep. My scalp itches just thinking about that. All right, can we make a fire indoor? We can in this place. Glorp, glorp, glurp. Glurp, glap, alien emojis. No. I don't like alien emojis. They're scary. Too close to another object. And what object would that be? We got a decent haul from that bear, though. Oh, yeah, it sucks when there's an Aurora here, because you walk on that, you just get hurt instantly. I don't know if making a fire indoors is a good idea, you know what I mean? Just because of monoxide. Maybe you just didn't drain the meat so it's full of blood. Yeah, maybe. I didn't think about the logistics of the blood. Blood is heavy. I assume. I should have made a second fire. I always think about these things afterwards. It's okay, I'm just trying to get a supply of meat. I'm leaving the rest outside so it freezes. Balls. You guys remember Hard Rock Nick? The guy that was like, I'm over here in Hollywood. Or not, what was it? Las Vegas, getting my balls tugged on one by one. That guy was weird. Funny, but weird. I should leave some stuff here. I have a lot. Ooh, my tummy here. Oh, shit. The game says you can't make fires indoors, but the roof is full of holes. That is true. We have an Aurora coming. See. I get knocked down. Now I get up again. Then I get knocked down again. Why are you sparking? Stop that. Radio. Good idea, good idea. Wait, he says after the radio towers are full, right? Yeah, that's one ain't working yet. Almost there. Here's the thing, right? If this thing burns me, why can't I cook meat on it? Maybe I haven't tried. That didn't work. The trade man. Oh, yeah, huh? I have him disabled, unfortunately. Here's why, though. I can't find a rifle when the trader is on, but when he's disabled, they're everywhere. Oh, good thing I have these here. I won't need one soon, but it's good to have. God damn, what did I do here? A lot of scrap metal. Do I even have enough water for the night? Wait. Oh, the radio tower's got to be fixed. Strange. No, I think it just needs to be. The radio towers are all broken. I gotta fix one. Please don't give me the cabin fever thing. I hate that stuff. My mom was making chop suey. I'm so old. Such a fat fucking chud. Oh shit. Lucky. I've never had chop suey. No joke. Maybe in a different form? I don't know. Why would I put this symbol here in a PM? Oh, they all rotted. That's how long it's been since I've been here. I dropped all the meat. Where did I put it? Dumb doomer dumber. Mongolian chicken. I thought you were from Chile. You put Chile in your meat? Smart. Time is it, by the way? I gotta make sure I get cooking on the 9:35. Okay. I'm young, but I like old songs. That's good. Just don't be that guy on the YouTube comments that are like, "Oh, today's music ain't like it used to be." Like, dog. Music died 20 years ago. What about Death Grips? Well, wrong one. Chile and China both start with chi. True. Steak. I can't wait for those pork chops from my girl. I hope they come out good. Melody disappeared. That's true. Also, it's like you should look up the contracts that they used to have for musicians back then. When they used to say stuff like "deal with the devil," I think that's what they meant. Music producers, the way it worked, that contract was basically a loan. Where they'd be like, "Hey, we believe in you, right? We think you're talented. Here's several $1,000,000. However, in the contract, you have to pay it back over time." No joke. That's how it is. So you're a millionaire, but on loan. You have to make your own money and pay that back. That's why a lot of musicians still go on tour, whether or not they're still popular. Like, that's a thing where I think Bob Dylan did like thousands of shows, right? But the truth is, I mean, he had a really bad contract. So you had to pay that money back. And concerts are one of the main ways to get that money back. That's also why people have started charging more per concert. Like, it's because logistically you gotta make that money back. You know, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's like tens of millions of dollars, and it's a loan. So the contract would stipulate that even after you pay off the loan, the music belongs to whoever signed the record deal for you. You know, like whoever put you on. And Michael Jackson is a good example of this, right? Unfortunately, after he died, he was worth like 10 times much than what he was alive. Art shouldn't be hooked up on loans. You got to think of it this way. Whenever there's a lot of money to be made, there's a lot of eyes on it, and there's a lot of evil. You know, a lot of evil in the world. Money corrupts people, sure. But it's also the way the world works. So we're basically built on this idea where it's like, oh, there's a prosperous way to make money. There's a prosperous way to make a living, right? There's a good moral way to make a living. And then there's the corrupt way where you could, absolutely just take and take and take. I don't know, man. I don't like thinking, oh, I didn't realize how heavy this was. Shit. I have way too many of these. Hang on, let me put them somewhere safe. Okay. They don't weigh a lot. Oh, yeah, there's that there, too. Why do I have 3 of them? I'm like super... Oh, it's the meat, isn't it? Yeah, that's probably why. What's your favorite thing about your wife? There's so much. There's a lot of stuff that I could talk about her, but like... You're basically the YouTube version of a chill uncle, which is a good thing. I appreciate it, man. I am Unk. I said it in the last video. Um, favorite thing, I can't really pinpoint one thing. I can't say one thing about her is that she's a really good person. She's got a great, like I'm not gonna say personality, but like her soul, like when I say she's a good person, I mean the whole reason or chill domer unk. Like I like how she really just genuinely cares about everyone. Like there's no stipulation. There's some people that are like they'll do something nice for you and like but they'll want something in return. She's selfless where like she'll give you the clothes off her back if she could. And there's not a lot of good people in the world like that. And that like when I met her, I didn't know what to expect. I thought, "Oh, she's pretty." But the more we interacted, the more we got to know each other, the more I fell in love. It's crazy too. Like it's not transactional. Yeah, that's the word. And like this selflessness is like I don't know. She's really good with just being a good person. There's a lot of people that I know that they'll be nice, but they'll expect something in return. So when I met her, I was almost caught off guard. I was like, "What's the catch?" Like I was even thinking these things, but there was no catch. She just loves. She's a good person. I can't stress enough how much more good attributes she has. I wish I was a good person. You got to be the change you want to see in this world, Santo. If you think you want to be a good person, you make it at the forefront of your mind to be a good person. And it doesn't mean selling everything and giving it all to charity kind of thing. I mean like if you can be there for someone, that's enough. You have a clear idea of what's the difference in romantic love and friendship love. She's my best friend. So she's both. Like if you're gonna date somebody, I'll be honest. If you're gonna date somebody, you have to be sure that caterpillar. Like if you're gonna date someone, and you want it long term, you want to not waste time. You don't just think, oh, they're hot, I want to do them. Like you want something that'll last. Until the end of time. You got to be sure that it's someone you're cool being best friends with. Like she's my best friend, and also I love her, and we're dating. She's my everything. I love her so much. Loyalty is a big part of it too. Like she even told me once, she's like, "Hey, this guy was like hitting on me at work," and I was like, "How did you respond?" She's like, "I told them straight up. I'm like, I'm dating someone. I'm not interested." And like, I felt good hearing that. She's like, "Yeah, I want to keep what you and I have. I don't want this fucking person. Fuck that guy. You and I. That's what it is. That's what it's gonna say." Oh yeah, we're going over to the contamination zone now. Have you accepted that you will lose her one day? I feel like I will be lost first. You know what I mean? Like I feel like at some point, I'm the one who's gonna get sick. Who's gonna get older. But romance is also this, right? We've been together for 4 years, and we're still going strong. Let me tell you why. Contamination. Yeah, the zone of contamination. It's basically just like toxic stuff in the air. You'll see right now when we get there. It's a long journey. Trust me. It's a long journey. That's why I needed food. Poffy took days off your life, probably. Yeah. That was a bad idea. It probably didn't take days off my life, but it definitely... Damn, hang on. It definitely took a number on my colon. Whew. Anyway, I've got to tell you this. This part looks scary, but it's just dark. There's no animals in here. Anyway, when you start dating someone, it's very easy to like do all these romantic things, right? Like to start off trying to win them over. And here's where people get it wrong. Once you have someone, a lot of people stop. They'll stop trying. They'll be like, "Yeah, she's my girlfriend. Ain't nothing gonna happen." Keep going. Love isn't something that's permanent. It's a fire you got to keep adding sticks to. You got to keep adding wood to the fire. When you see things are like fizzling out or something's not right, talk about it. And also, romantic gestures are important, but you got to think about what they want. Like it could be like it could be a romantic dinner. But the other day, me and my girl did talk about something, and she said, "You listen." And I was one of the only people in her life that actually like listened to her, took her words for heart, and like remembered things, you know? And it wasn't just a one-off thing. She said like, you actually care about me. You actually listen. You actually like, you make me feel seen and loved. And that's because when she's talking, like I'm listening, you know? I'm actually like repeating things in my head because I'm a forgetful person. I feel like you love someone, you don't want to change that person. It's just great if they follow alongside you. See, and if you lose her, you have to let go because you love her and you don't want to change her. Yeah, exactly. I feel like she and I, like, we come from different backgrounds. I'll be completely honest, but we love each other. Hold on. No, something here's missing. Listening is powerful. Yeah, but action is just as important. So if you know if they're hearing you out and you're hearing them out, but nothing happens, then it's kind of important too to remember that. I need there we go. Anyone can listen, but it takes someone like who actually cares to take what you say to heart, you know? Hmm. You know what's crazy? This place is cool, right? But there's not much here. A lot of empty stuff. Yeah, you'll see right now. You got a lot of wisdom from being so young. I had to grow up early, to be honest. Like, at 11 years old, I was raising my little brother. Like, you know what I mean? Hell, I changed diapers at 12. Like, I have experience, you know, so it's just a matter of having my own kid. But I know that they're expensive and that you gotta, you know, make sure you're ready because of the guns. Big old muscles. I think I meant my muscles. I was flexing right now, but I realize you can't see it. You don't want to give a kid a gun. You don't even want to have a gun in the house when you have one, unless you're actually like keeping it locked up. You know, there's some people that don't do that. What is going on here? Kids are permanent. Exactly. Oh shit! I went the wrong way. I went downstairs too early. Do you think you're going to be famous one day? Admittedly, even if I'm not, I don't mind. Like, I wanted to be famous when I was younger, right? I think everyone does. Everyone, when they're a kid, they're all like, oh, I want to be a famous YouTuber one day. I don't care if I'm famous or not. Because I feel like without the money, without the fame, without everything, you feeling baby fever in a healthy way. Yeah, because I know what it costs to have a kid and to help them thrive, you know? Because again, I was there for my little brother when I was young, and I was helping him through everything. And the thing is, he doesn't come to my parents for advice. He comes to me. He's on track to go to university next year. And I could not be more proud, you know? Like, I feel like in a way I helped that. I even tell him too, like, I'm like, hey, I'm over here, like, I studied too, but I didn't keep going, right? So I'm over here breaking my back at work. And then he's like hearing that and going, fame can poison you. It is true. However, I feel like that I feel like that is true. You know, is he proud of himself? He does seem very proud of himself. But I remember too. I told him a lot of times. Remember your origins. Remember where you came from. You got to stay humble, right? Because let's say you do come across a lot of money, and all of a sudden you're able to, you know, all your dreams can come true. You could do whatever you want with all that money. Whatever is in your heart is gonna come out because you now have the funds to do so. How the hell did I get up there? Gotta go. Hey man, we'll be here when you get back. Actually, I do gotta end the live stream later, a little later today. But it was good to have you here, Santo. Remember, take this advice to heart. See you, Santo. It was nice having you. Let's see here. Is there a way to get down? Right. Huh. I know there's a way up here. I just don't know where. Anyway, when fame does finally come into your life, you got to remember where you came from because at the same time, it's like there are people that helped you get where you are. You know, there are people that loved you, that are proud of you, and remember them. You know, It's like when somebody gets famous and they go back to their hometown and they like start building things, you know, or they give money to their parents. Left side, maybe. Let me check. Just kind of stops here. I know there's a way up. I think I have to go back down though. Oh wait, there is. I do have to go down there though. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Okay, back onto the fame thing. A lot of the people that I've heard stories about where they were, I'll sleep when I'm down here. I feel like I'm safe down here. There's no animals, no wolves. But a lot of people that when they get famous, they just become more of themselves, you know? Fame can corrupt people. I've seen that. But I've seen good people get famous too, right? I don't know. Look at Penguin Z0, you know? Like, I remember watching him when he was like a tiny channel and he didn't want to show his face. He and I are almost the same age, right? But he's obviously, you know, gone a lot further than I have. And good for him. I'm happy for him. But I've never seen him, like, in too much controversy, you know? That's another thing, too. You got to watch controversy because a lot of people really want you to take a side or they want to hear your opinion on stuff. But really what they want to hear is their own opinion coming from you. I think I have to go in the cave and go up. This is a very bright cave, actually. I don't even need the torch yet. Oh, here it is. Okay. I'll sleep in here. Looks like someone else already did. Oop. Give me that. This way. Whew. So, if I do get famous, does your wife want to hear her opinion from you? She respects my opinions and listens to me as well. That's the beautiful thing about it, right? Love is a two-way street, and let me tell you, I'll be going to work one day, and I'll open my lunch bag, and I'll see a note, and it'll be like, I packed you extra snacks. I love you. Like cute little things, right? But the way she'll even draw a little thing too. It's so cute. I keep every single note she's ever written me. I have them in my notepad at work, and every time I need to pick me up, I look through those notes, and they're all there. Since the day she wrote the first one, I've kept every single one. So the thing is, sometimes she does want me to agree with her, you know? But it's like stuff that's not too bad. Let's see. Are you afraid of her when she's angry? Actually, no. We don't shout. We don't get like aggressive, you know? Yeah. That's the thing. It's very important to remember that I come from like a background where people were shouting at each other a lot if they got mad. People were like not throwing things, not physical punches. Thankfully, I wasn't around that. But I was around enough people that would yell and shout at each other, and I knew I didn't want that. So she and I, whenever I've been upset before, right? I've been upset a lot of times at things that wasn't her fault, right? It would be like, well, I can't really think about many right now, to be honest. There's so little that I don't really think about them. Guns. Oh, I don't have any guns. I'm good. I got these guns. Boom, boom, flexing. Every time the flex. But the important thing is during these little fights, I wouldn't even call them fights. It's disagreements. At worst, we just don't agree on something. And what happens is we take a moment. We go from like being next to each other upset to, okay, we'll take a breather. Come back in about 30 minutes and then we'll talk. Because when emotions are high, that's when people say stuff that they'll regret later. Like, you really need a moment to, what's the word? To unpack, you know, to cool down. Will you do a toilet video? I forgot about that. Yeah. I got to do the edits on the toilet and everything. And I just installed the bidet and got a new seat, so maybe. I'm just figuring out how to do it, right? probably had that one edit on TikTok like you know, like all moving around everywhere. I might do that today actually. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, or if at the earliest later tonight. So, sorry if it was random. Nah, it's funny because like I forgot about it until right now. Like you told me about it, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to do that. But it's funny because I just fixed up the toilet. Like we had an old seat and I got rid of it, and we bought a new seat and a bidet. And what's funny is we just installed it, and we again, this is one of the things that happened recently, right? She and I weren't agreeing on like the orientation of the chair and stuff, like little things, right? Little things do make up the big stuff. You need to ask if it's okay with your wife, though. Facts. I'm back. Santo, you came back in the nick of time. Remember the toilet video? We forgot about it. I need an idea on how to edit it. You know what I mean? Fucking baby funk in the background or something. Toilet video. Forgot about that. Am I low on water? I think I'm good. Water's one thing, but I need a fire, right? I went to buy cornstarch from my mom's chicken. Nice. Boss throne. That'd be so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm getting cold. Like, actually. Look how fucking sick that looks. That would have been a great time for a bear to be there. But I would have died, so maybe not. Wait, what time is it in the game? Oh, it's getting dark. I better hurry then. In-game or IRL? Kind of both. Oh, for it getting dark. No, in the game, in the game. Wallpaper material. That'd be so sick, low-key. You know, I haven't had SpaghettiOs in so long. I just remember that rabbit there. I outran the rabbit. Huh. You know, I was gonna hit it, but I have enough food. I'm good. Can you paint while you work? No, I cannot do that. While I'm working, how do I explain how hectic my job is? Well, I drive for a living, right? So you got to think, if I'm driving for a living, how am I going to paint while driving? Ooh. Nah, it's like while I'm at work, I can't do it, but like maybe on my break, like a little painting. But it's just I paint a lot on canvases, so I don't know if I can do it. Oh my God, it's dark in here. Am I gonna get cabin fever being in here? This game is kind of spooky sometimes. A little, yeah, because you look around and you can't see anything. Paint the fog. I tried that. It's so hard to paint fog because there's nothing to paint. Oh wait, what's this say? At the bird watching theme park, I saw a toucan suplex another toucan. Oh, they get violent. Those guys are crazy. I love it. Suplex toucan. It's a soup can. I wonder how far this place goes. Very. There's a spot I'm trying to reach so I can go to sleep. I don't know if I'm going to get there tonight. If I can't, then I'm going to have to sleep here, I guess. It's an ominous looking cave, right? But the beautiful thing about it is there's been no enemies, right? There's been no wolves or anything. Now imagine I'm walking and just a fucking, it's just a moose. You need to practice your dad jokes? It's true, huh? So when you become a dad, I thought that when you became a dad, they just came naturally, you know? I thought when you reached... I thought when you reached fatherhood, they would just appear. You hear that too, right? Dude. That's what I'm saying. Did you hear that? I got a good one. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Santo. I need a joke right now. I'm fucking freaking out. I heard that. Fuck. It sounds like a bear. Don't say that. Oh God. It didn't sound like a bear to me. It sounded like a moose. I heard hoof prints. I can't. Fuck. Sorry for swearing. It's just you don't expect a big old train cart on the train tracks. Yeah, you do. Never mind. It sounds like it's behind you. Well, he won't get me. Hey, I'm in the long dark. Oh wait, Santos said a joke. I asked my wife to pick up fish and chips along the way, and she hung up. She's still mad I got to name the kids. Fish and chips. That cough came out of nowhere. Oh God, I'm getting sick again. Knock, knock. Who's there at the door? Oh, sweet. Hey, Lois. Hey, Lois. I'm out of the ravine, Lois. Wait, am I where I think I'm at? Oh, we made it. Sweet. I love this spot. This is where I wanted to go. I'm going to end the stream when I get to the train track. Or the train station. I have a train station, like, little setup over here, right? That... More impressions. Hey, Lois. You know what? I'm probably better as Joe. Deep-ass voice. Hey, Peter. Fuck, never mind. It wasn't that good. Patrick Warburton is crazy, right? That voice actor. He's not doing a voice. That's just how he sounds like. Why don't clams share their pearls? Because they're shellfish. I thought about it. Tony. That's a good joke. I like that. I fuck with Tony. What's your favorite joke, Tony? Guys, ever wonder if there's life on other planets? I feel like there is, you know? I feel like there's life on other planets, but they're not intelligent life. I feel like it's just like plant matter. Why did I think... That was a moose. That was a moose. Timmy the alien bacteria. What? Let's guess. You're screwed. You got this. You're screwed. You got this. You're screwed. You got this. The sun's come down. The moon's come up. And stuff. The universe will never be the same. See, I feel like the depiction of alien lore that we have is based on people that... What is it? There's a word. MSI, mass psychogenic illness, right? Where enough people say the same thing that people start actually seeing and believing it. Your brain is a powerful tool, right? You can have hallucinations that you can actually like do on your own. And it's based on information around you. Will you make a sing video? I thought of that actually. The other day at work, I was singing a song that was from The Last of Us. It was what was it called? Through the Valley. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. You know, just looking around, making sure that keeping myself motivated. And I fear no evil. Because, God damn, I want to get there already. I don't think there's wolves here. But it's just because I didn't encounter them. I believe I made someone disappear in the fog with a meat grinder. He walking. Good idea. I don't need light to see. I don't even need the HUD. Well, I came on a man at the top of the hill, called himself the savior of the human race. Said I come to see the world. Have y'all seen that Pepsi ad? Which one? The Kylie Jenner one? Every time I hear about the Pepsi ad, I hear Kylie Jenner. I say, how can you save the world from itself? I can't see where I'm going. Can you? You guys see where I'm going? I turn off the HUD. To your left, weird sounds. You know what? Let's go. I'll shoot it in the dark. Have you guys seen that fucking live stream I did? Where... Hang on. Go on to the thing. This is way creepier without the HUD. Look at that. Wait! There should be a sign here. Big rocks on the left. There's a little ominous thing. We're here. We're here. We're safe. We're all good. We're all right. So, guys, I'm going to have to end the stream here. I got to get started on those pork chops for my wife. She'll be home in a few hours, but I also wanted to make a mashed potato thing with, like, flare one-shot. No, I'm out of flares because I kept trying to do that with the moose. That's why it attacked me. But we're here, though. See, no more trains. Watch this. Oh, yes. We are good. Ah, cozy, cozy, cozy. If you guys don't remember, I made a video a while ago about how I was in a zone of contamination. Having said that, that's when it was still crashing a lot. I won. I turned off the HUD, and honestly, it's just harder to play now. Turn that on. There we go. I heart Ramona. You're the best dog name, seriously. I'm gonna have to end the stream here, guys, but let's go to bed before I do that. Where does the bed fit? Right here, right? No, it's over here. Over here? Yep. A little more. There it is. Let me eat something. Why do I have a third of a granola bar in here? I have like pounds of bear meat, and I'm eating granola bars. To be fair, sometimes you want a little bit of good granola. Do I have enough water to... Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. I will... let's do a little more. Granola bear. There we go. Alright, guys. I'm sleeping here. But I'm going to have to end the stream. You guys know how it is. 1 or 2 hours and then I'm done. I'm a grown-ass man. I got to go cut the yard. Actually, you know what? Those pork chops are going to have to sit for a while. Oh, shit. Yeah, I do got to do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I remembered. I think it'll be done just in time for Angelica to get home. Hideo Brojima. Sweet. Okay, guys. Thank you for the thank you for showing up for the live stream. Really appreciate you guys. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, glad we got here when we did, huh? Look at that. All right, we're gonna be safe in here for a while. Is my food still good? Multi-venison. Oh wow. Yeah, we hit it big. All right. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up to the live stream. Really appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Good luck with the pork chops, just in time. Yeah, exactly. Good. The timing was good. Thank you. What is that? I'll take a picture of the pork chops when I'm done. Post it on the YouTube thing. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy the pork chops. Well, they're for her, but I'm gonna have some too. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, yeah, or yay! Before I leave, I want to show you a cute little quirk about this map. I don't know if it's still there, but I'm gonna see. This story here, right? It's still there. It's still there. Okay, look. It's a solid object. This sign is weird. It's not on the door. It's just like, look. Anyway, I hope you guys found that funny. What, this game is old now? I know, right? Alrighty. Appreciate you guys for showing up. Architecture. Oh, you guys are funny. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next live stream. I really appreciate you guys showing up for this one. See you guys. Goodbye. I'm waving at the screen. Goodbye, guys. Let me see if I can do it here. Goodbye. She's shaking. No. Goodbye. Goodbye. That's good enough. Goodbye.